When you spend $60 million on a building, conventional wisdom says its primary purpose isn't going to be for 15 to 18-year-olds. Now, this is Football Mad Texas, and when you put the two words together in a sentence, it becomes more than just another sport. It becomes a religion. Allen Independent School District built the newest altar to high school football in the Lone Star State, 18,000-seat Eagle Stadium carrying a $60 million price tag. Those football fans outside of the state, it may seem a bit odd to put 18,000 seats in a stadium which is exclusively made for high school football, but just the way the popularity of the sport is down here in Texas. The Cotton Bowl, one of the most iconic college football stadiums in existence, was built for only a mere $4.5 million in today's dollars. The University of North Carolina, a Division I FBS program, is also building a new venue for their football team. The price tag? $45 million, $15 million less than Allen ISD. Odessa High School put together a monstrous 19,000-seat stadium, and Mesquite High School successfully topped that number, building a 20,000-seat venue for themselves. Poor little old Plano High School only managed to put 14,000 seats into their stadium. You may be a subtle fan who sits in the topmost row and barely pays attention to the game, or you may paint your entire body green and be screaming down in Section 1, Row 1. It doesn't matter. You're one among at least 100 million people annually who attend high school football games in Texas. Texas high school football is more than just a game. When asked about football, Coach Nick Potowski referenced it to basically being a religion. Texas football is bigger than a religion, he said. It cuts across all differences in a town, and everyone can agree on one single winner. The effect of Texas high school football is powerful. 78,000 students in the state play varsity football. Combine this with the junior varsity and freshman squads, the number of kids playing the sport in Texas reaches well over 156,000. The state remains the center of the gridiron universe. Many high school athletes dream of signing multi-million-dollar contracts with NFL teams. Just in the state of Texas alone, 400 football players completed the first step, signing letters of intent to play collegiate ball. The sport transcends culture, ethical, and spiritual differences and puts us all into one category: football fans. I'm a believer. I adhere to the Texas religion. I go to every game my schedule allows. In my readings, I found a prayer I felt summed up Texas high school football and religion, called A Football Mother's Prayer, author unknown.
In the fall, it's time for football season. Mothers go to the game, but for one reason. What is the reason? Let there be no denial. It's to see if her son gets up from the pile. Oh, she may have lots of pep and do all the cheers, and she hasn't missed a game in many a year, but she doesn't do it just to keep in style. It's to see if her son gets up from the pile. She keeps track of the score and acts very alert, wondering how to get the bloodstains out of his shirt. She always sits on her seat right on the aisle, just in case he doesn't get up from the pile. When the whistle blows, she strains her eyes for the jersey number she's memorized. She'll sit quite still, heart stopped all the while, till she sees that number come up from the pile. She'll stand and shout, "My son stopped the play. Sit down, dear. He clipped," is all Dad can say. She may not know a punt from a telephone dial, but she knows when her son gets up from the pile. Good old Mom, she's a dear and your very best fan, but you'll be her little boy even when you're a man. She makes all your games, you think with a smile, just to see if her baby gets up from the pile.